Matt Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
And thank you for being here as well. 888-900-3393. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. It's a pretty good day after a pretty decent night last night for primaries. Looks like Liz Cheney just got edged out. She's not going to be able to keep her seat. That's a dang shame, isn't it?
Gonna miss her.
Oh, so much. Yeah, Liz Cheney lost by, well, let's see. It was 66.3 to 28.9. So we're talking about...
That's a lot.
Almost 40 points.
Oh, man. The Democrats didn't come through for her.
No, they did not.
That Al Franken endorsement just didn't help. Who could have seen that?
Hard to believe. Yeah, I don't think anybody could have seen that coming. As soon as Franken logged in, you thought, whoa, now we're in trouble.
Al Franken joins the chat.
Now there's trouble. But no, not so much, I guess. But there is trouble with my computer since it shut down just as the show was starting.
It's
perfect for me.
That computer is a liberal plant. Because
me off so much.
Literally 2 minutes before the show started, it said, "Hey, Gay, what did it say? It said you can restart now, or you can restart in 5 minutes, and it wouldn't let you do anything else.
Nope, that's all I could do. Jeez.
And you chose restart now.
I did because I had like 3 minutes, and I thought, okay, well maybe, and it is up now, but all my stuff is gone now because all my show prep is not here.
No, bro.
I don't know.
Okay. What can I do to help, baby? What can I do?
I don't know.
You mean
doesn't
order you some
much.
donuts?
All right. So.
Oh man.
So
that's why you go with the old-fashioned stuff there. See?
Yep.
The paper.
Right. So Liz Cheney is done in Congress, or will be soon. In January she'll be out. But she did tease a presidential run last night.
Maybe. I don't know. You decide. I mean, she's just, oh boy, that was a rough speech.
Here it is. And it went as a little something.
A little something like this.
Party, Abraham Lincoln.
Okay, start this over, can you?
Was defeated in elections for the...
Okay.
The great and original champion of our party, Abraham Lincoln,
not you, Liz?
was defeated in elections for the Senate and the House before he won the most important election of all.
Before he won the most important election of all.
Lincoln ultimately prevailed. He saved our union.
Okay.
And he defined our obligation as Americans for all of history.
And she sees herself
Speaking
as
at Gettysburg of the great task remaining before us, Lincoln said that we here highly resolve that these dead shall not have died in vain, that this nation, under God, shall have a new birth of freedom, and that government of the people, by the people, and for the people shall not perish from this earth.
And so a lot of people are wondering if that's a little coded message that she hasn't won her most important election yet. And now if Jeffrey were in the room yet, he'll be coming up with Chewing the Fat shortly, he would say... Liz, I knew Abraham Lincoln, and you are not.
You're no Abraham Lincoln. She then went on to compare herself to Ulysses S. Grant.
That's what, again,
in the Civil War, apparently.
She's got
delusions of grandeur is what she's got.
She likes the 1860s.
In May of 1864, after years of war and a string of reluctant Union generals, Ulysses S. Grant met General Lee's forces at the Battle of the Wilderness.
Okay. Battle of the Wilderness.
In 2 days of heavy fighting, the Union suffered over 17,000 casualties. At the end of that battle, General Grant faced a choice. Most assumed he would do what previous Union generals had done and retreat. On the evening of May 7th, Grant began to move. As the fires of the battle still smoldered, Grant rode to the head of the column.
You lost by 40 points. Shut up.
Road
I can't.
I can't.
Oh, you don't want to hear the history lesson?
No.
Okay.
Listen to her delusions of grandeur there. She's comparing herself to Lincoln and Grant and at the most historic times in our history. She really believes that she's saving the republic from Donald Trump.
Exactly what she thinks.
That's just outrageous.
Yeah. So,
which is why it makes it even better that she lost by almost 40 points. Liz Cheney got her fat ass kicked. Someone else is the one Wyoming picked. Who cares who it was that did the trick? Liz Cheney's fat ass was kicked. So, it's a little celebration there.
That's a good song.
I can't take it.
No, that was good. I didn't see those lyrics coming.
No? No.
Yeah, who cares who it was?
I don't care. I don't even know who her opponent was. Doesn't matter. She's out.
That's awesome.
That's incredible.
But she obviously was teasing a presidential run,
yes.
right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so is she going to run as an independent? Because the Democrats obviously didn't help her yesterday.
Yeah.
Remember the poll we had? She trailed by 22 points.
Right.
If you factored in Democrats. I mean, that wasn't even right.
Yeah, it was. I think it was it 26?
It was, okay.
28? Something like that?
No, it was 29 just among Republicans.
And then 22 if you factor in Democrats.
She's down 22 if you factor in Democrats.
And instead, she lost by 28 points.
38.
Oh, 38, I mean. Yeah.
I mean, that
38.
is brutal.
38! That's more than the polls predicted by almost 10 points. My gosh, that's really something. That is something else. For an incumbent to get 28.9% of the vote, you know she's despised in that state. But she thinks, again, because she gets so many accolades from the mainstream media, she thinks she's beloved elsewhere in the country. Oh, this state is just too conservative and awful and religious fanatics. But if I were to run nationally, what a surprise she's in for when she tries that. I can't wait. Go ahead. Run for president of the United States when you can't even win, when in fact you lose by almost 40 in your home state. Whatever.
Yeah, I'm just looking up the electoral history of Abraham Lincoln, since obviously Liz Cheney is
on that same track.
The new Abe. Let's see here. So when he runs for Senate, right, I guess, that's back when the legislatures got to choose. And he won round 1 and round 2, tied in round 3, because there's tons of candidates, and they're just kind of winnowing them down. And he doesn't start losing until the 4th round. And eventually they pick, oh my gosh, where'd this guy come from? Lyman Trumbull, dark horse, who... Okay, so in the round 1, Abraham Lincoln was up 45 to 41 to 5. Lyman Trumbull had 5? Yeah. And so as it keeps going, Lincoln's up 44, 41, 6. And then by the time you get all the way to the end, they're tired of going back and forth between Lincoln and Shields. You don't need me to tell you all this, I know. And then Trumbull comes in at the end. They're like, yeah, we're going with this guy in round 10. So don't really try this trick, Cheney.
Wow.
Because at no point was Abraham Lincoln losing by 40 points to his own party.
Then you have Alaska's primary, their Senate primary. Another high-profile Trump critic faced a candidate backed by the former president. CNN projects Lisa Murkowski, who voted to convict Trump in his second impeachment trial, and Trump-endorsed Kelly Tshibaka, are among the candidates advancing to the November election.
Like
so both Murkowski and the Trump-backed candidate are going to the general.
Right. It's like the playoffs. We're going to the next round.
I think it's the top 4.
Yes,
go to the main vote in November.
Yeah.
So also in Alaska's primary, I didn't even know Sarah Palin. How did I miss that? Yeah. Sarah Palin's running?
Yeah.
I didn't know that until this morning when I saw that she made it to the general.
Oh, wow.
I had no idea. That really hasn't gotten much play.
No.
I'm kind of surprised CNN hasn't been bashing her all over the place. But Sarah Palin advanced to the general in the special election to fill the remainder of the late Representative Don Young's House term. He died. CNN projects the race will head to a ranked choice voting tabulation after none of the candidates top 50%. So she's going to face 2 or 3 other opponents in the general. She got the second most votes. It'll be interesting to see if she wins that back. The Democrat got the most votes because the Democrat didn't have Democrat competition. So, but they're all kind of lumped into the same thing. It was just that there was, I think, only one Democrat in the race and several Republicans. So interesting. Interesting day for the primaries, and we'll see how that all shakes out in November. But Liz Cheney is gone. Liz Cheney got her fat ass kicked. Someone else is the one Wyoming picked. Who cares who it was that did the trick? Liz Cheney's ass was kicked.
Okay, hold on. Let's go behind the scenes for a second. When you wrote that song, you're probably writing that, and you're like, I wonder who's running against. Nah, I'm not even Googling it. I'm just gonna put who gives a crap whose ass was. Who kicked her ass? I'm just typing that in.
Yeah, I didn't even consider typing it in. I was just like, I don't even care.
I'm not even closing this tab.
I don't even care.
I'm not minimizing this tab to look that up. I'm just putting that in the song. Awesome.
Yep, that's about it.
Yep, okay.
So, big day for the left yesterday with Joe Biden signing the Inflation Reduction Act that doesn't reduce inflation.
Wait, it's not fixed?
No, it's not.
You mean
not
the
fixed.
87,000 new IRS agents haven't fixed our inflation problem yet?
No. No.
Okay.
So here he is doing his thing yesterday. I'm sure he had a little cheat sheet to tell him what to do.
There he is. That's good stuff.
I still have COVID.
Yeah. He takes his mask off to cough in his hand, then hands a pen to Joe Manchin after he's coughed in it.
Shakes the hand with his coughing hand, shakes the hand of Joe Manchin.
Oh, and then he coughs again when he puts his stupid mask on.
I don't know. It's just,
and now he's shaking hands with the air. Chuck Schumer gets stiffed again. I mean,
look at that. They're all shaking his cough hand.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to hear of at least 3 more cases of COVID-19.
Chuck has no idea how to act with the handshaking now.
No.
He just stands there, holds his hand out like, are we doing this? Are we not? Now Joe's going to go around and touch everybody.
And of all the stuff that we put up with during COVID-19, well, and we're still somewhat enduring it, but we'll get to this. Okay. Of all the things, the washing of hands and all of that stuff, shaking hands is probably the thing we should continue to try to do without the most. Because just like he just coughed into his hand, then you don't even think about it. You shake hands with everybody in the room. Well, you just coughed all over your hand.
And you were just
what are you doing?
24 hours ago, you were with Jill, who tested positive.
Right.
Well, I mean, and you've been having this recurring COVID. By the way, the Pfizer CEO
also has it. Also has
But
COVID.
You're absolutely right. It's like just a little common courtesy.
Maybe we just change that tradition in fist bump or something, because it's not necessary for one thing. And I know it's tradition, but maybe we should eliminate a tradition in in the scope of having a pandemic with us now for the rest of our lives.
Yeah, less touching, right?
Yes.
Let's do that.
Yeah, less touching with strangers or associates or people you work with. Just don't touch them, especially when your wife has COVID and you just had it. God!
After all this stuff, after all this madness, like you just said, in fact, this 8-year-old boy, Cooper Roberts, up in Illinois. Remember the July 4th sniper shooting at the parade?
Yeah.
The kid is paralyzed now.
Oh,
and it's the most
really?
tragic thing. I was reading a story last night. It is so heartbreaking. The kid is understandably sad, angry, hopeless, his parents describe. But the story said that this hospital only lets the families, Illinois, visit once per week. Are you kidding?
What?
Because of COVID protocols.
You gotta be kidding me.
Screw you. I'm getting in there. I'm going to live with my kid in that hospital if he's been shot and paralyzed for the last...
Once a week?
Oh, and I tagged this hospital, and I'm like, please tell me this is not accurate. I'm waiting for a response from this hospital in Illinois. This poor child.
Wow. All right, let me tell you about iTarget Pro. In Joe Biden's America, criminals are exalted and the police are condemned. Sad to say, but you need to be prepared and properly trained to defend yourself and your family. And thankfully, there's iTarget Pro. This revolutionary system allows you to dry fire practice with your actual firearm anytime in the safety and privacy of your own home. No more inconvenient and expensive trips to the range and inflation causing the price of ammo to skyrocket. You'll save a ton. Just download iTarget Pro's proprietary app. You load the laser bullet into your firearm, and then you start your training experience. Fantastic to develop muscle memory and sharpen target reaction speed, sight alignment, trigger function, all of that. iTarget Pro comes in all the major calibers, including .223, so you can stay sharp with your AR-15. Go to itargetpro.com right now. Save 10% plus get free shipping when you use the offer code PAT. It's the letter I, then targetpro.com, offer code PAT.
You're listening to Pat Gray Unleashed.
Another example of how sharp the President of the United States is. And I know you're thinking, well, as a tack, he's sharp as a tack, as we've seen over and over and over and over again. Nobody can doubt his sharpness, can they?
Don't go there, Jake.
Don't even go there. After Donald Trump, don't even go there, Jake. Shut up. Here he is, this embarrassment of a president. This is after the signing, too, right?
It's the same thing. But just look at him just looking around. He's lost. Look at him.
What are you doing?
Hey.
You want a pen,
That's
Joe?
for you.
You want COVID-19? Let's shake hands. Okay, there you go. Great.
And that look
he's lost.
I mean, and that look on his face when he was looking at Joe.
He's lost.
Yeah, he's lost, and he's also saying, yeah, I know what kind of deal we made, bro. I mean, that was...
Yeah, he's saying, well, you just made a deal with the devil, Joe. Yeah. How do you feel? Okay.
Could you like look more clueless?
No, you couldn't. Not if you tried.
I mean, just...
Not even if you tried.
It's over, man. It's time to put him in a home.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that flippantly either.
No, he could be in assisted living right now. Seriously. If he were not a big-time elitist, he'd be in assisted living somewhere. Or his wife would be taking care of him.
Well, 81 million people, right?
Yeah, right.
They hitched their wagon.
The most ever.
Yeah, hitched their wagon to that train.
Because, man, did they love him.
Yeah, and
they love him.
And just the opposite. I don't know if you've heard this or not. Republican voters don't love Liz Cheney. Did you hear that one?
I didn't hear that.
But did you also hear that this was the fourth worst loss for an incumbent since 1968? Liz Cheney. Congratulations.
I'm kind of surprised it's only the fourth worst.
Uh-huh.
It's the fourth worst loss since 68?
For an incumbent, yeah.
I mean, incumbents don't lose, period. And then to lose by 40 points? Holy crap. I mean, that's incredible.
That is awesome.
That is fantastic.
And now she wants to be president?
Yeah. Yeah, not a problem. All right, we mentioned yesterday KJP Inflation Reduction Act being Orwellian. We actually have the video now. Check this out.
Jonathan Karl, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Called the Inflation Reduction Act. But the Congressional Budget Act Office, which is nonpartisan, said that there would be a negligible impact on inflation this year and barely impact inflation at all next year. I mean, isn't it almost Orwellian? How can you call it Inflation Reduction Act when the nonpartisan experts say it's not going to?
So I appreciate that. I appreciate the question. We've actually addressed this, the CBO. It was the top line number. There's more in there that shows that it will have the money from. Remember how we're doing this too. It's making sure that billionaires in corporate America are paying their fair share, making sure that that the tax code is a little bit more fair. And so when you do that, when you put it in its totality, you will see that it will bring down, lower the deficit, which will help fight inflation. 5 former Secretary of the Treasury. Well, there's more to it. It's just it was the way that Republicans did that was so that it could make an argument that is false.
What?
Marxists just barrel through, man. They don't care.
They don't.
They're not waiting for a CBO report, bro. We're putting this through.
And that's exactly what she did. She just barreled through, just spewing out stuff. It doesn't make any sense and doesn't answer the question.
Stupid law. Just
My
like that.
Gosh.
Okay. When your corporate tax rate goes up 15%, right?
Mm-hmm.
they're just going to eat that cost, right? They're not going to pass it on to you and I down at the consumer level?
No, they're all altruistic. And what they're going to do is just absorb that for us.
Well, big thanks to Walmart. Shout out to Amazon. And
right.
That's really nice of them to do that for us.
Thank you, everybody, for just eating that 15% loss you're going to take. Thank you.
Rob, can we go back to the opening shot of that Jonathan Karl KJP thing? I just want to take a quick note of the desk there. Just want to see if KJP came with her big old binder full of answers for an interview. Oh, my gosh. The desk is clear. He's got more crap in front of him than she does.
Mm-hmm.
I'm impressed. I mean, you still suck, and your answer was terrible. But
terrible. Well,
congratulations.
There was no answer there. Also, Congressman Thomas Massey tweeted this out yesterday about IRS training. There are not auditions for the next Police Academy. These are not auditions for the next Police Academy sequel. This is an actual IRS recruiting program.
This is, oh my gosh. They're laughing, smiling, holding weapons wrong. Look at all these pictures. I mean, this is terrifying. That's a taxpayer with her hands up. Yep. And the chick back here is fixing her hair. Before she serves a warrant.
When do they do this? When do they come arrest people armed to the teeth?
Might have to test that out.
Yeah. When does that happen? Yeah, you go ahead. See if you can, and then let us know from prison. You know, they might allow you the one phone call, and you can let us know how it's going.
You know what? Food's cheaper there.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. That's true.
Electricity's cheaper there for me.
Very true.
Water.
Yeah.
All of it cheaper. Yeah. You have to pay for it. This is a nightmare. This is spiraling out of control. It's past the point of no return.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yay, brighter days are ahead. I meant to say the happy days.
Is that what you meant?
Yeah, that's what I meant. It came out that it's over.
Yeah, that was weird.
I meant to say
that's weird if you meant the total opposite.
It's gonna get so much better
because you were thinking, Liz Cheney got her fast kick. Someone else is the one Wyoming picked. Who cares who it was that did the trick? Liz Cheney's ass was kicked.
See the maracas. I'm playing the maracas for you. Did that help any? The accompaniment? Maracas?
I think that was an important addition.
Did a lot, right?
Yeah, it did. It really did.
Boy, we need to keep remembering Liz Cheney's gone, y'all. Oh, my goodness. Hang on a second. Hang on. Who put this out? Oh, Justin Amash. This is a quote that he posted from Liz Cheney. You ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
On May 20th, 2019, Liz Cheney said this. As he is on so many other issues, Justin Amash is wrong here. Our conference stands with the president. We are not going to feed into Democrats' partisan efforts to undermine this administration. Liz Cheney said that when she was going after Justin Amash, who was going after Donald Trump. So anyway,
I
thought it was just interesting. Like, we're not going to feed into Democrats' partisan efforts to undermine this administration.
That changed a little bit.
Yeah, I guess. Changed her tune on.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
So what year was that?
2019.
Okay.
I don't know what.
2019. Yeah, it's not that long ago.
Yeah, obviously it wasn't. She would say, "Well, this was before January 6th."
Oh, shut up. January 6th. I can't take the January 6th thing.
Oh, they're not letting it go, and you're gonna have to see her in prime time during her lame duck period here.
Are they going to do it in prime time again? That's already been decided?
I think coming up in September.
I know they were talking about September re-kicking this into gear, but does anybody care anymore? I don't know that anybody's even paying. Even Democrats, are they paying attention? I mean, I know it's CNN and MSNBC and New York Times that are trying to drive this thing and keep it uppermost in the minds of Americans as we head into November, but I don't know that even Democrats care about it anymore. Because what else can you say about it? What else are you going to find out about it? If you haven't presented the evidence that Trump is definitely directly responsible for organizing an insurrection, which you should have done last time in the primetime debacle that you had, then you got nothing. And let's move on from January 6th.
So Liz Cheney's been in Congress for 10 years, right? Let's see. I don't know. Does anybody know? Top of your head?
I do not.
Congress served by low member. She was first elected 2016. Oh my gosh.
Not even 10 years.
Okay, so 6 years, right? And so here's this tweet from Todd Starnes. When Liz Cheney entered Congress, she was worth about $7 million. According to Open Secrets, she is now worth an estimated $14.7 million.
Oh.
Mighty impressive for someone who only makes $174,000 per year.
That's right.
So I guess the point is, if you make $174,000 per year for 6 years, is that not $7 million? That doesn't equal
No.
that? I mean,
No,
even
it
Keith
doesn't.
Math knows that doesn't add up.
Doesn't add up. No.
So there you go.
Wow.
Boy, kids, if you want to be successful financially in life, get into politics.
That's for sure.
Seriously.
That's for sure. They all do that. They all become
Amazing.
fat, lazy, and rich.
Boy, insider trading. I wish it applied to them too.
It must be that, because who's inviting Liz Cheney on a speaking tour? Nobody.
Oh boy, that'd be a fun event. Hey, it's a retreat, and our motivational speaker is
Liz Cheney. You'd have, like, negative people would show up. People who were there would leave. So it wasn't from that.
I was gonna go to this,
But now I'm
retreat,
not.
but-
No. And, you know, the bill that Biden signed yesterday, as he's signing that stupid bill, he continues the freaking lie. He said, I'm keeping my campaign commitment. No one, let me emphasize this, no one earning less than $400,000 a year will pay a penny more federal tax. You're a stinking liar. It's been proven that people who make $10,000 a year are going to pay more. $25,000. Every income bracket, virtually. Everyone we have, they're all paying more. Everybody's paying more. But he just keeps looking in our face, sitting there and telling us, I am not here. Well, yeah, we see you right there. No, I'm not here.
So you're saying that the taxes are going to go up?
They are going to go up.
Okay, you're making...
As he's signing the bill that tells you they're going up, he's telling us they're not going up.
Well, KJP taught us you're making a mistake, Pat. You're looking at the top line.
Oh, okay.
See,
what line should I look at?
You should look deeper into it and all the wonderful benefits that will save you and the planet simultaneously.
Oh, jeez. It's hard to believe that they think they can get away. Well, and they are. They're getting away with it. So I guess it's not that hard to believe. They've gotten away with it for, I don't know, what's it been that the media has been in their back pocket? 40 years? 30 years at least?
At least. I mean, you go back to, got to be Watergate-ish. I guess after that, I mean,
which would have been 50 years.
It was the floodgates were open as
Yeah.
far as,
Yep.
well, I don't know. FDR had the press in his back pocket too.
That's true.
Wilson, they didn't remember didn't he start the whole dinner?
He started the whole income tax situation.
Well,
yep.
yeah, but he started the whole let's sit down and
he did
the
with
press
the press.
gathering. Yeah, let's be buddy
Yes.
with the press.
Yes, he did.
So I guess 110 years or so.
Yeah, okay.
There's your answer.
Yeah.
Okay,
fair
we
enough.
cracked that code, didn't we?
So it's only been over a century
I mean,
of this.
they've been just chiseling away at our freedoms ever since.
They sure have. It's a lot easier to chisel when you've got the media on your side because they help you every step of the way.
They're not the protectors at the gate. They're not the watchdogs. They are the co-conspirators with our federal government.
Absolutely. Completely in bed with the government. It's embarrassing for them. All right. 888-900-3393. Most Texans support legalizing pot for recreational or medical use. Really?
Okay.
In Texas? Mm-hmm. Wow.
Freedom, baby.
Huh.
Freedom.
Since 2012, 19 states, D.C. and Guam, have all legalized marijuana for recreational use. 55% of Texans say they support it or strongly support it.
I'm telling you, if Beto O'Rourke wants to have a fighting chance against Greg Abbott, he needs to get off of the school thing.
And get onto marijuana?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we know he's on marijuana. I mean, as far as
right.
policy.
Uh-huh.
We are a democracy.
The democracy.
Democracy. Democracy.
Our democracy.
We're democracy.
I wonder what Pat Gray thinks about that.
We're not a democracy!
Now back to Pat Gray Unleashed on the Blaze.
Welcome. 888-900-3393. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter, where Marty Boy 23 tweets, I wonder who wrote Liz Cheney's concession speech. Must have been one of the 20 Kamala secretaries that have quit. Comparing herself to Lincoln. Yeah. Dr. Mojo Martian. Sounds to me like she wants to start a war against those who are against her.
Kind of sounded like that.
Sure did.
79 model Chris. 28 years ago, the Cheneys came to Washington. Liz Lincoln wrote that. Tell us 97. Liz Cheney's ass was kicked is going to be the single hit that gets Pat into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
All right.
Before Foreigner.
All right.
It's another hit on Pat Tell Records.
Right.
Pat Tell.
All right. It is time to chew the fat. With Jeffy here in just a moment.
Rock and roll.
When you get stuck between the moon and New York City, your name is Jeffy. That much is true.
Why don't you like it when I do the...
When you get stuck between the moon and New York City.
You don't like it, though. What's wrong?
Best that you can do. The best that you can do is chew the fat. Jeffy, he does as he pleases.
And eats.
And then I keep waiting for it to go on.
I know.
It never does.
It doesn't.
It never does.
It never does. Disappointing. Sure, we have the NFL preseason.
Yeah.
MLB season is in prime form. College football starts in a couple of weeks. But the WNBA playoffs start tonight. So now,
oh, wow.
How excited are you?
Oh.
That's what I thought.
Okay, hold on. I got an honest question.
Man.
How do you even know that?
Because I'm a fan.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
this playoffs has got to be dedicated to Brittany Griner, right? I mean, it has to be.
Yeah.
And I mean, the 8th seed is the Phoenix Mercury, right? I think that's who she played for. Was Phoenix, right?
I'm not Googling.
You're asking me about a WNBA
Yeah.
fact?
They play tonight against the Las Vegas Aces. Are you kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's the Chicago Sky, the New York Liberty, Connecticut Sun, Dallas Wings, which I'm sure you frequented their games here in DFW.
Kidding me?
Seattle Storm and the Washington Mystics.
Hold on. Yeah, it is Phoenix Mercury.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah,
but wasn't she over in Russia playing and then coming back here for the start of the WNBA season?
I think so. Yeah.
So in
3 months it's over?
3 month season? 4 months?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean,
they don't draw it out.
It goes by so fast.
So fast.
It goes by so fast.
It does.
I don't know. And we have the Little League World Series celebrating 75th anniversary. Starts today through the 28th of this month. And a little bit different format this year. It's expanded field. There's going to be 4 additional teams this year. So 2 in each bracket, which expands the competition to a total of 20, making it the largest field in tournament history. And half the teams will be from the United States. The other half come from other countries around the world. So,
Did you see?
I'm more excited about the WNBA, to be honest with you.
Did you hear about the kid?
I'm way more excited about Little League Baseball.
The kid from a team in Utah.
I don't even care about that.
Was on top of a bunk bed there in Williamsport, fell off,
Oh, no.
and hit his head. And his mom said he was a half an hour from dying. And they did an emergency surgery, and it looks like he's going to recover, but
wow,
it was just a freak accident.
No. Well, nobody said baseball players were smart. Anyway.
He was asleep.
Oh, poor kid. I know. Stop
it.
He
fell out of a bunk bed, bro.
Got it.
That's really sad. So he's going to be okay, though,
it sounds like it, yeah.
Are they
did the team from Utah make it to the World Series? That would be a first.
Yeah, this is Santa Clara. This is down near St. George.
Yeah.
And they made it?
Yeah.
Well, it's an expanded field.
Well, I don't care. They made it.
Oh, bro.
I will say, just as a side note, though, that story about the kid who is paralyzed and the hospital won't let the parents in but once a week.
Yeah.
If that's true,
Yep.
I would be in prison, or they would have to shoot me.
Well, I
dead.
tweeted out the
There's no
story.
way I don't go in
Yeah.
and see my. It's just not going to happen.
Right.
You aren't going to stop me.
I tweeted out the story last night. It was a CNN story, and I tagged the hospital that is referenced in it, and I'm waiting to hear back from them.
Okay.
Because you're absolutely right. There's not a chance.
There's no way.
I'm never leaving that hospital.
There's no way. You could not stop me. If you like Fruit Loops, then you're going to love Snoop Loops. That's what Master P says about the new multigrain product that's going to be released through Snoop Dogg's brand Brodus Foods. I know. He already has breakfast items such as oatmeal and pancake mix through his Mama Snoop's line.
And you're talking about Snoop Doggy Dog.
That's correct. Snoop Loops doesn't have a designated release date yet, but it'll be the best tasting cereal in the game, according to Master P. And I know he sells wine and weed, but I didn't know about Mama Snoop's line of oatmeal and pancake mix. So looking forward to digging into that. Congratulations to Scotland as well. They have made public history by making it the law for public settings to provide period products. It's the first country in the world to protect the right to free sanitary products with new legislation that has come into force. The Period Products Act means councils and education providers have to make the free items available to those who need them. So according to the BBC, since 2017, $32,665,005 have been spent providing access to these products. So 1 in 4 school-aged women in Scotland have faced period poverty, and we can't have that.
No,
we can't have that.
Poverty.
So congratulations to Scotland for facing the horrificness of
great.
period poverty. So got that fixed. No word on the IA plus, but the LGB community is looking to drop the T. Hashtag LGB drop the T. It's been trending multiple times. We've questioned it in the past. We know that there can be no gay man if there's no such thing as a man. There can be no lesbian if there's no such thing as a woman, right? And the transgender movement has brought, baggage that involves the erasure of sex distinctions in athletics, public locker rooms, bathrooms, dressing rooms, denial of biological realities, pretend pronouns, inappropriate drag performances for children. None of that has anything to do with the original objectives of the lesbian and gay and even bisexual equality movement. Hashtag LGB drop the T. A few of my favorite tweets from this movement has one started with my man Rick Westwarp. The T hitched a ride a few years back, invited itself for dinner, and is trying to make out like it's always lived here. It didn't.
Nice.
Pride marches, protests, and LGB rights happened without the T. I remember. I was there. I also remember the T wasn't.
Nice. I'm loving this.
Josh, no thanks. I'm gay. The G part, which means I exclusively like men, not women who think they're men. I like the finally, straight people and LGBT people. Men are men, women are women, and then it goes on to we didn't sign up for this stuff. We don't want kids groomed. Not wanting men in our spaces or to have sex with certain genitalia does not make us transphobes. We promised it wasn't the slippery slope they feared. You took advantage of our goodwill. It's gone too far.
And admittedly, now apparently, it is the slippery slope we feared.
Absolutely. So hashtag LGB drop the T.
Good.
We'll see what happens with the old IA plus crowd now.
Yeah, well, the Q too. Q.
Yeah, you keep leaving the Q out. What is up with this, man? I've noticed that too.
IA2 plus.
Thank you.
Okay, so don't leave out our queer and questioning friends or our two-spirit friends. Don't do it,
discriminatory jerk over there.
I apologize.
Okay.
As of last night, we have 12,689 monkeypox cases in the United States.
12,689. Okay. Is that a lot?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it is. Well, New York has, 2,600. California, California, Florida, Texas, Georgia are all over 1,000. The rest are under 1,000. Globally, we have 38,019 cases of monkeypox. Spain has 5,700, which is, except for,
I've never been to Spain.
A lot.
But I kind of like the music
there.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah. The ladies are insane there. They sure know how to use it. They don't abuse it though. They're never gonna lose it. But I can't refuse it.
Germany, the UK, and Brazil are, and Canada and the Netherlands are all over 1,000. The rest are under 1,000. The big story making the rounds now is the couple in France who gave it to their Italian greyhound. The couple who are non-exclusive went to a hospital in Paris presenting monkeypox, and then less than 2 weeks later, after sharing a bed with their 4-year-old Italian greyhound, they noticed the dog had developed lesions on his stomach as well as an anal ulceration.
Dog got it from the humans?
Yes.
Wait, his stomach and his where?
His an anal ulceration.
Ah!
Yeah, I didn't think Pat heard that part.
I mean, the dogs they lick everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, that's how it's happening.
Yes.
Okay, I got it now.
And the dog tested positive for the same strain as the two couples, so it matches. It's the same. It came from them. And they admitted that the dog, does sleep with them in the same bed from time to time, as a lot of dogs do around the world.
Is this, okay.
It did all begin with after the couple had sex. They didn't have business with the dog, though.
No. What are you doing? No, I wasn't saying that.
And the couple did say that they had sex with other men, though, prior to testing positive for monkeypox.
Men who have sex with men?
Men who have sex with men, yes.
Okay.
So the WHO is calling for a further investigation on secondary transmissions via pets.
Men who have sex with men are the luckiest men in the world.
That's beautiful, Pat. Oh, wait, do we have
I'm singing that freaking song,
I know, right?
The rest of this day.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah. You send him an angry text and he'll see it next week.
The last time I had it in my head for a week. A week I sang that freaking song.
Do we have the picture of the guy's face? Hello.
Oh,
yeah, no, it's
so
not pretty.
Gross.
It's not pretty. The lesions are not pretty, and then they scar at the end, leave scar. It's not
don't look up the dude with the nose, though.
Now they
and don't put that up, Rob.
I know the World Health Organization is creating a forum because they want to rename monkeypox because the current name could be increasing stigma and discrimination. And so new names of the monkeypox variants would avoid causing offense.
Oh, good. We got some new names?
To any cultural, social, national, regional, professional, or ethnic groups, and minimize any negative impact on trade, travel, tourism, or animal welfare.
This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
We don't want that.
Dumbest thing ever.
So they've decided they have a forum open where you can, tell them what names you would like, and I guess they're going to pick one. But they've decided now it's going to be the variant formerly known as Congo Basin will now be referred to as Clade 1, CLADE 1, or just 1. And the West Africa variant will be known as Clade 2 or
I want to be 1.
2. So they have met with scientists. I mean, it's just silly. It's always going to be monkeypox, right? It's going to be formerly monkeypox. It's going to be Clade 1 monkeypox. I mean, it's just silly to have this happen. And I know you played the video from actor Charles W. Harris III that he posted on his Instagram the other day. Thousands of views across the old interwebs.
Oh, yeah.
Really funny. And, a few people weren't too happy about this, though, but I thought it was hilarious.
Oh, no.
Right now, I'm on my way to the hospital. I got to, get a couple tests done. Monkeypox is real, y'all. It's real. It's real. That's all I can say. Yeah.
Oh no! Big reveal here. Big reveal.
Go ahead, take it off. Take it off, man.
Oh, bro. Get some meds.
Yo, take care of yourselves. You hear me? No joke.
This is exactly the stigma that the Who is
no
talking
joke.
about, though.
Yep. Yep.
This is exactly the stigma. And some people have pointed out that that's a chimp, so it's not a monkeypox. But, whatever.
Yeah, I can't.
Don't start bogging me down with facts. And, I will say that would have been difficult and probably worse for someone of another skin color.
Yeah.
To pull that off.
Yes.
Very funny by Charles.
Yes.
And there was plenty of people on his Instagram account that were laughing and funny about it. But this is not a game, was some of the comments. And you should be suspended. He has not been, by the way.
Good.
And most took it as a joke that it was. So, it's been really funny. And it's just a reminder to the Who, it's always going to be monkeypox, despite whatever you think it's going to be called, people are still going to be calling it monkeypox. So just keep your goo away from other people. That's all. You were just talking about earlier in the show.
Yeah.
About don't touch.
Right. With COVID-19 or monkeypox
or whatever.
Let's just stop the handshake. Why do we have to do that?
Right.
I mean, if you're going to social distance 6 feet for years, how about we? Maybe you're not social distancing as far away from each other, but you don't actually have to
right. Well, the CDC has said we don't
grab
have to
hands.
Yeah, the CDC has said we don't have to now. But this doofus that we have as president of the United States has never worn the mask thing right anyway. He's never done it right.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he's just a doofus.
Yeah.
And I'm quite frankly, I'm just sick and tired of him and his administration and the whole damn bunch of them.
I want my damn Trump back.
Thank
Be
you.
sure to,
the history of the handshake
sure to subscribe to Chewing the Fat, too, by the way.
Dates back to the 5th century BC in Greece. It was a symbol of peace, showing that neither person was carrying a weapon.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Well, we all pretty much know. Well, somebody might be. If you're in Texas, there's a good chance they are.
We got open carry.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
you see it. Don't shake my hand.
All right, more coming up.
On the Blaze Radio Network.
Great to have you with us. Hey, by the way, on overtime today, we want you to call in. So it'll be about 10 minutes after the show ends, right?
Yeah, I mean, cool. Yeah, you can call.
We're gonna talk about, because we've had so many new people join us over the last little while, and we want to explain things. So anything you're curious about, wondering about, the inside stuff that we do, Judy.
Oh, yeah, who's Judy?
So we reference Judy from time to time. 18, which we don't do that much anymore, because frankly, it was too obnoxious for even me after a while.
Wow. That's what it was?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Like, okay, I think I'm done with the 18 thing.
But I will say that I can't read
I know.
an 18
I still
without,
think about it every
Me too.
time the number comes up.
I know.
And I just deny
and it
myself.
comes up all
It does.
the time.
So does spoons.
Yes.
Spoons. We'll explain those.
Yeah.
So,
and I would encourage people just to call right after the show is over.
Yeah, that's fine.
Get in line, and that way, because we'll start recording at 10 after.
888-900-3393.
Oh, cool. So today's the day.
Today's the day.
All right.
Let's see. Former Biden campaign official Simone Sanders said that Democrats should stop talking about the investigation into confidential presidential documents seized by the FBI at Mar-a-Lago and instead focus on all of President Joe Biden's successes.
That's a good idea.
That's a really good idea. In fact, let's us take a moment.
Okay.
Stop talking about the FBI stuff.
Okay.
And let's focus on everything that man has accomplished so far. All right?
Great.
Here we go.
All right.
So yeah, I think it was a really good idea.
It's
a really good
overwhelming.
idea. Yeah,
It was a good 30 seconds.
just focus on the positives. That's what they should be doing. I mean, I hate to help them like that, but
I didn't realize that the destruction of the greatest nation to ever exist sounded like an owl in a swamp.
Right? That's incredible.
I was waiting to hear Bigfoot, to be honest with
Right?
you.
Right? That's what they've accomplished right there.
That's what they've accomplished. A lot of stuff. So you're welcome. You're welcome. Also, a quick update for you on the illegal alien in Ohio who raped the 10-year-old.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, and sparked all of that abortion debate that they had to go to Indiana to get the abortion for the 10-year-old. Then it turns out, he was an illegal alien. He was staying at the house of the 10-year-old. He was the boyfriend of the
mother,
10-year-old's mother.
Right.
She was also pregnant, apparently, with his baby. Just a mess.
I don't know that I remember her being pregnant. That's nice.
She's charged. So he is charged with raping a 10-year-old child. Eviction paperwork was filed by Sawmill Crossing, the company that owns the building where Fuentes and his reported wife, Lourdes Gomez, live, with the victim and other children. Now, there's still some mystery over who the other children belong to. They don't even know. Is it this woman's? Is it the guy's? Neither of them? Both of them? Who knows?
And they're saying that they're married. The guy and the mother
they're saying
are
it's
married.
his wife now. Yeah, right.
Interesting.
Yep. And I don't know if that's common law thing or if they actually got married. I don't know.
Okay, it might also be where she doesn't have to testify against him when this thing goes to court.
Might be. Well, she sounded friendly to his story in the first place.
Sure did.
Said it was all a lie. But PJ Media reached out to the counsel for Sawmill, who confirmed that the reason for the eviction is criminal activity based on the arrest of Fuentes for the rape of the child. Now, Gomez's counsel, Annika Lasley, a partner at the prestigious Ice Miller law firm, worked out a deal so Gomez could voluntarily move out and be taken off the eviction. It's believed that she has moved out of the building, presumably with the children still in her care. This is unbelievable. I mean, what a weird and horrific story this is. And now this illegal alien is being represented by very expensive lawyers in a high-profile law firm. Where are you getting that money?
No kidding.
I wonder. So
that's pro bono. We do that out of the goodness of our heart, Pat.
So the guy works at a cafe and affords apparently $1,264 rent payment and several attorneys. What does he really do? Is he getting help from other sources?
Of course.
Are the children even related to either Fuentes or Gomez? Has anyone investigated this? Has a child trafficking unit looked into it? Mm-hmm. What are Columbus, Ohio law enforcement and government agencies? Why are they so willing to ease the public's fears about this case? I have the answer to one of those questions. He busses tables at this cafe, and he is one of the highest paid table bussers in Columbus, Ohio. He makes a little over $800,000 a year bussing tables.
What?
Apparently, yeah. But he has to share some of his tips that he finds on the table that the waiters haven't gotten to yet. So,
is this restaurant owned by George Soros?
I don't know actually how much he's making.
Right.
But it must be that he's making $800,000 a year bussing tables.
Whatever group is paying for this, I guarantee you.
Yeah, who's paying for this?
Goes back
who's
to
paying
that
for
guy.
it?
So they're kicked out of the place now, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, that's kind of bad for the girl, right? I mean, the girl.
No, you just heard he makes $800,000 a year. He's probably putting her up somewhere.
Yeah.
Never mind.
He's got her in a penthouse apartment somewhere. So that's great. Now, Ice Miller is a very well-known firm. Well-known firms usually charge, $500, $750 an hour. Where's he getting this money?
Let's take a phone call.
Where's he getting all of this money? It's bizarre.
Yeah,
I don't know.
So what was it? Ice Miller?
Ice Miller. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, there's no Texas Hammer, obviously, but who
No,
could be?
No, but who is?
There's
only one Texas Hammer.
Thank you.
greedy insurance companies play dirty. Bring it on.
Bring it on.
What the heck's this hammer?
Okay.
Go at them with Jim
You need to
Adler,
chill
the tough,
out,
smart
bro.
lawyer that knows how to beat them in their own game.
I stand tough and carry a big, big hammer.
No.
Stupid.
That's what I thought.
Oh, okay. I thought so.
That's what I thought.
What he should do is smash the hammer into the truck's grill.
Oh, I'm calling that guy. If he destroys that big rig with that hammer and just pays for a 10-minute ad of him just denting the side of it and breaking windows.
Jim would like to do that, except that semi is worth a lot of money. And Jim's not smashing
I'll
into that
defend
thing.
myself
Okay.
in court. That's what I thought.
I love
so
the hammer.
ridiculous.
He's the
Now
man.
he's got his son on there too, and they're both. I guess they're both.
I
the
really
Texas
wish
Hammer.
that the national audience could experience this guy.
Well, everybody has their own.
Yeah, that's true.
Their own guys.
That's
right?
true.
I mean,
Yeah.
their own car salesmen. The used car lots aren't as good as they used to be, but there used to be some great guys that were spokesmen for used car lots and tire companies. They were awesome.
And they were spokesmen?
Tires. Yes, that's what they were.
Yes.
Spokesmen for the tire company and the used car companies.
I love you dearly.
So I'm just saying that they were.
They were spokesmen.
Thank you.
You said it and you meant it.
Thank you.
Okay.
He
Thank you
owned
for
it.
doing it. You did.
Power
It's
through,
your
baby.
deal.
Don't stop.
Meanwhile, a Minnesota family physician says we need to give trans children puberty blockers,
This chick is
HRT,
nuts.
and transition surgeries. So
Yeah, watch this.
Well, that's what what's her
We
face
need to
keeps
talk about what's
yapping about,
happening in
too.
Texas. The governor is trying to take away vital health care from transgender kids and labeling it as child abuse. Giving
It is.
gender-affirming care to transgender children
it is abuse.
is medically necessary and supports their health and well-being. Did you know in many states you can get certain types of health care without your parents being there or ever finding out about it? It's today's Daily Doctor Facts. To figure out if you can get care sans parentals, go to your state health department website.
Oh, she's teaching the
and find
kids.
the laws related
people
to
are
teen
evil.
health,
Yeah.
consent, and
Absolutely
confidentiality.
Yep, there she is. But she's got a stethoscope around her neck. So she's like, look at me.
So she knows what she's talking about,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. That's great.
These people
know-
are nuts, man.
In America, we're all up in arms, and we should be, over genital mutilation performed by people, members of Islam. We talk about that all the time. We decry that all the time. There should be no genital mutilation for these poor kids. What is this but genital mutilation that you're talking about here? Performing surgeries on them, doing puberty blockers, doing human growth hormone treatments to people who... It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, what she just was upset about, it's exactly what Greg Abbott has said. It's child abuse.
It is.
It's exactly what it is.
Absolutely
and it's becoming mainstream every day. By the day, we have something else. We've got this Boston Children's Hospital crusade now. It's like, it is.
Here's, speaking of
madness.
Speaking of mutilation.
Yes.
Of genitals. Check this video out.
Penile inversion vaginoplasty is the full name of vaginoplasty. In this procedure, the surgical team is creating the outer and the inner vagina. The reason it's called penile inversion vaginoplasty because we use the penile skin and the scrotal skin in order to reconstruct the vagina. By doing so, we break it down to all of its components, and we use some of the tissue to reconstruct things the way they were supposed to be for that patient.
Okay, so there it is, being advertised in America.
I don't care if you say it with serious
I don't care.
music and a straight face. It's the same message as the freak chick with the stethoscope. These are activists. These aren't doctors.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've got that's what's her face or his face, Rachel Levin, right? Is all for gender affirming care. I mean,
if you're affirming their gender, aren't you keeping them the same gender that they started out as? That's what affirming is. You're talking about gender changing care. That's not affirming. That's why I love they just redo language.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
We'll just call it the opposite of what it really is, and it'll be that.
And you know what? This
Okay.
goes back to something you and I were talking about last hour. This is the willing press going along with the narrative and using their language to describe what is happening, and it's the complete opposite of what is happening.
Well, they're calling it gender-affirming care, so we'll call it that too.
No.
And then pretty soon people will believe that's gender-affirming.
That's what it is.
No, we're just affirming their gender. No, you're not.
Don't empower.
You're changing their gender.
Child abusers.
I don't get the gender-affirming thing. How do they get away with that? Stop it. Stop listening to it. Stop accepting it and say, no, that's not gender-affirming. If they're born a female, affirm that they're a female. 80% of the time. 80% of the time, if you leave it alone, it resolves itself.
Yeah, and many in the medical profession are speaking out, saying this is insanity. We got to stop this stuff.
It absolutely is insane.
I mean, we have leaked documents now that are showing this internal struggle with pediatricians and doctors that are saying you got to stop this stuff.
Yeah.
And we are having people who have transitioned, who are transitioning back, saying, please stop, don't do this to yourself. I've made such a mistake. I've ruined my life.
Especially the youth.
Yes.
Don't do it to your youth.
I have, oh gosh.
If you're 25 or 30 or, Bruce Jenner waited how long? Till he was
a long time.
60? How old was when
50s?
When Bruce made the
50s
transition to Caitlyn? Easily into his 50s, if not 60.
I don't think he's had the full.
I don't know if he's had surgery.
I don't think he's
or
had the
not.
full surgery.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know either.
You sure? Okay, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think. I don't-
65.
65 when he changed? Good golly.
That's when he came out.
Wow.
As a transgender woman.
And how old is...
And while she waited a long time to transition, she's happy that she ultimately did it, as she told Vanity Fair. Huh?
Well, fine, but she, there's beyond middle age.
Yeah, didn't make a decision when they were 8 and playing
Right.
in the sandbox.
Right.
Well, Bruce struggled with it for years.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, Bruce said that he struggled with it during the Olympics.
Yeah.
So, there you go.
No one was taking him to a doctor, though, as a child, saying,
Right.
please,
And say,
let's
change
do
my
this
child.
irreparable harm, physical harm, mental harm, you name it,
Right.
internally.
And it's a good thing because I guarantee you they wouldn't have let him compete in the Olympics as a woman
No
in
way, not then.
1976.
No way.
There's no way
No.
he would have been able to be in the Olympics as a woman.
No, if you know someone in your life, a child, let's say, in your life, that is even thinking about this as they try to mainstream it with every single passing day, you need to show them some of these photos online of the mutilation and what they do and how they carve off part of your leg to create this
geez.
faux man unit down there. And look at the young ladies who have had double mastectomies who are now like, oh my gosh, what have I done to myself? And it's horrific, the stories, and you feel so badly for them. Please just give them the information. Make sure that they know exactly what they're getting into. This isn't some fad, something that you can just switch off later. Oh no, that's how you are.
Let me tell you about preborn. We're finally celebrating Roe versus Wade being overturned. It was responsible for the slaughter of over 63 million babies. Well, now the decision will be left with the states. Can you abort a child in your state? We'll see. It depends on what state you live in, but it's going to be an even tougher fight now for preborn because they're going to have a lot more abortions in those states that allow them. Right now, they've positioned their clinics in the top abortion cities where 50% of abortions take place. Their work of saving babies' lives going to continue at an even greater level now. And of course, as they fight Planned Parenthood, they have to defend their centers from radical hate groups who want nothing more than to shut them down. Preborn's response is entirely dependent upon you, the pro-life community. Your help is needed now more than ever. So, if you can, please donate $10, $20, $50, $100, whatever it is. All gifts are tax deductible and go towards saving babies' lives and helping to keep preborn centers safe so they can continue their life-saving work. To donate, dial pound 250, say the keyword baby. That's pound 250. Keyword baby, or go to preborn.com/Pat.
Pat Gray is here.
Welcome. 888-933-93. It's the number to call right after the show and get in line right now to ask about the You know, all the stuff we do on the show, the
What
inside
if
jokes.
What if I wanted to call now?
You know, you can do that, but you have a little bit longer wait.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you might want to wait till after the show, but it's 888-900-3393. If you've been confused about some of the things that happen on the show, let me see. We might have some examples of.
I guess you could tweet.
Is there a number to call for that?
Oh, we're going to do that?
A number to call?
I guess you could tweet us, too. We'll try to.
Yeah,
you
that
could
tweet
tweet
shows up a lot, especially lately since he's back in the news.
Alec?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He didn't pull the trigger.
I know.
He wasn't even holding the gun or something.
No, he was holding the gun.
He was holding it. But he didn't point it and he didn't shoot it.
And pull the trigger.
There you go.
Miraculously went off.
How does that happen?
But
I don't know.
After the regular show, 888-900-3393 be the number to call. All right? All right.
Oh, wow. Hold on a second. On that trans talk we were doing, Kara3022 just posted this great meme. Dear trans community, don't tell me I have to accept you for who you are when you couldn't accept yourself for who you were.
Golly.
Oh, that is a mic drop.
Wow.
I want to apologize to Bruce Caitlin as well, too, because she has had the...
She has had the surgery.
Yeah.
What is it? Oh,
nose job, breast augmentation, tracheal shave, jaw reshaping, beard removal.
Okay, but what about the
we're
man
talking
unit?
about downstairs.
According to this, yes.
Man unit taken care of as well? Okay.
It's just a man part, according to Caitlin.
Okay.
Okay. So they took it off? I mean, it's now
the
woman part?
The way all the stories read, yes. But I still think that it's possible that the tucking is still happening in Caitlin's life.
What?
I have not.
What are you basing this on?
Because the way these stories all read, they break down the tracheal shave and the breast augmentation, but they just quote Caitlin as talking about wanting the man part gone. And and so
is what you've been researching during the commercial break.
Wanting it gone and making it go away are two different things.
I know. That's what I mean. So all the stories that I found from a couple of years ago are all talking about how they wanted to go. So it's possible that it's done.
It's interesting, Ivan. Is there a number of people who can call?
There is. It's right out. It's right behind you there on the wall.
That's interesting.
Stupid.
That's interesting.
Awesome.
I got some tweets here. Squatching Duck tweets. That cricket sound clip went on so long, I thought you guys had left the studio.
No, that would be Joe Biden's brain.
Yeah, and it's just that's how long it took to go
He has
through
to
all
get
of his
through it.
accomplishments.
Thank you.
It was a long, long time because of the accomplishments that he's accomplished. Accomplishing all of those accomplishments takes time to do, and then it takes time to talk about. So that's what happened there.
That's what they need to focus on.
Right. From Swank Think, we got to stop saying the Biden administration hasn't accomplished anything. Yep. You're looking at it from the perspective of the goal being improving the nation. Well, yes.
Oh, that's true.
Make the goal destroying it, and then ask yourself what they've accomplished. Well, I mean, that would be everything.
Absolutely.
Everything they've done. The Steve 42, I suddenly have an intense passion for bussing tables. I want to be the greatest busser or bus boy, bus person. I mean, I want to be the greatest at bussing tables ever. Well, yeah, if you're making $800,000 a year, that's pretty good cash. But you got to be a really good one.
Yeah, you got to be a good one.
Like what's his face in Columbus, Ohio, there, who's able to pay for super expensive lawyers. And make his rent payments and support his children.
We're not talking about just picking up the dishes. We're talking about wiping down the table, making sure everything is right.
See.
Yeah,
that makes more sense now.
Right. And if the bus person gets there before the waitress or waiter, then you probably get the tip.
Oh yeah, you deep pocket the tip.
And then but it's your responsibility to distribute it evenly.
Yeah, that's right, to share.
Yeah, that's right.
Nobody just deep pockets it.
You've never worked in a restaurant, have you? I can't recall.
I worked in a restaurant. No, I've been to many of them. I know it's a surprise.
Oh, you have been?
Have you?
That really surprises me.
I know. I know. That's why I said it.
Wow. No unhealthy restaurants, I'm sure. No unhealthy ones, right?
Where's the proof of not seeing it? That you've been to many restaurants.
Wow. This has been a shocking show.
To try to get this out there.
I mean, look, you don't just wake up one day and you are Jupiter. I mean, you got to work on that.
That's correct. That's correct.
You probably had some of this too. Salt and Straws vegetable ice cream.
Yeah, no.
Oh, okay.
Ice cream?
Ice cream.
Yes.
Packed with carrots, spinach, and corn. Ugh. Who would do this to ice cream?
This is a new trend.
This, no.
It's a new trend.
I'll not have it.
No. I'm with you, man. There's some things that just don't belong to
I
you.
agree.
This is one of them.
There's these new chefs that are thinking that, what would be a good idea?
No.
We can make Heinz ketchup ice cream. We can make mayonnaise ice cream.
No.
That would be great. Let's do that.
No, I cleared my schedule for this meeting. Get out of this conference room. We'll validate your parking if you're lucky. Get out.
And I see where Miller High Life, which, Miller High Life has got their new dive bar ice cream.
We'll tell you about some of these flavors coming up in a minute.
Pat Gray. Pat Gray returns on the Blaze Radio Network.
Welcome. 888-900-3393. Also, Pat Unleashed on Twitter. What ad is it? Oh, we have the ad.
Oh yeah, so
we
somebody
challenge people. We mentioned that every market has their own screwball advertisers.
Yep. And somebody
spokesmen.
Let's see here. Yeah, somebody said sent me this message. Who needs the Texas Hammer when you have Juan LaFonta?
Okay.
Apparently, it's a New Orleans, Louisiana
attorney
commercial for an attorney named Juan LaFonta.
Call me Juan LaFonta because I'll fight for you.
Uh-oh, what's happening here?
Oh, boy.
Oh, no.
Man, why you look so serious? We gotta bounce this out. Remix. Oh, he fight. He don't play. Juan LaFonta will handle your case. He don't play. Juan LaFonta will handle your case. Juan LaFonta. Juan LaFonta.
Help us.
Okay.
Could you, shut up?
Okay, the remix.
No way.
Oh my gosh! Make it stop!
That is outrageous. No, thank you.
But he fights.
Okay, I think
he fights for you.
That's worse than the Texas Hammer.
Now that's how you bounce a commercial.
No, it's not. One, no.
That one hurt bad. That hurt bad.
Really not.
That's going to hurt all day.
That's awesome.
You don't have to worry about hearing people who need people later on today. You're going to be hearing Juan LaFonta.
Juan
LaFonta.
Wow, jeez.
Wait, LaFonta was sure that Big Freedia was too big a star to be interested in doing a local commercial, but amazingly, New Orleans' #1 personality was available.
Yeah.
Wait, that's
helping out Juan LaFonta.
Okay, that's great.
That's New Orleans' #1 personality.
I'm sure Juan helped New Orleans' #1 personality out a time or two.
It's possible. It's possible. But
pro bono.
Just a thought.
If you had a lawyer. If you need a lawyer and you see that ad, that's the last lawyer on earth I want.
Thank you.
Is the guy responsible for that piece of garbage? No, thank you. No, thank you.
He's a hard-working guy.
I would doubt that you even graduated from law school after that. I'm not. It must be working for him, though, if he's continually doing it.
And you're not, you know what? And you don't live in New Orleans.
No, I don't. No, I do not. That's true.
Jeffy, such insight. In March of 2016, Big Freedia pled guilty to defrauding the government by accepting federal housing assistance at a point in her career when she was making too much money to qualify. She paid back the roughly $35,000 she owed and was fined a further $35,000.
Juan LaFonta.
It does not say that, but you know it's true.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Awesome.
Good guess. All right. So that is a she.
Yeah.
Okay. An actual biological she?
Right. According to the Times-Picayune. Yes.
All right.
That's a she. But yeah, he said he believed in her, Pat. Juan LaFonta. He said, I'd seen her help people do events, give people loans. She's one of the nicest people. I believe she turned a corner and was going to go in the right direction. And then ended up in a ring singing the worst song ever recorded, not by Yoko Ono.
Juan LaFonta. Juan LaFonta. Yeah, really catchy.
No, I will.
No, please.
I really hope the power blips here.
Yeah.
Please
All right.
stop.
Handle your case.
Okay, so it's like Overton window time. You know, I'm the Texas Hammer. It seems like, okay, I'm good with that now.
Yeah, no
we
kidding.
are good.
No
I
kidding.
like that.
I mean, that seems like really quality stuff compared to Juan LaFonta.
Your Honor, I won't sing in your courtroom. Yeah, let's give me that guy again.
All right. When your parents told you to eat your veggies, they probably never imagined a day when eating vegetables would consist of devouring a bowl of ice cream. Well, the Portland, Oregon-based ice cream company Salt and Straw just introduced its Veggies You Crave line of new flavors. Who craves carrots, spinach, or corn? Anybody crave those?
Definitely not with ice cream.
Not as ice cream.
No.
No.
No. And in no circumstances do I ever crave spinach or even think it's edible. It's not to eat. I don't know what it's for.
What about kale?
Might have medicinal purposes, but it's not for food.
What about kale?
No.
Do they have kale ice cream?
Sorry, they apparently not. At least they don't list it here. But they do have carrot cake batter with
the secret menu.
pralined hazelnuts. They have
I mean, that might actually be not bad.
spinach cake with chocolate tahini fudge, green fennel and maple, charred corn curd.
Does that now? Tell me that doesn't sound
Cotija
good.
and tagine.
Oh my gosh, fennel! I see what fennel is now.
Red chili curry and Margaret lime crispy rice.
Nasty.
Why would you do that?
I told you that's their trend.
Why?
They'll try to have different ice creams, and that's their.
Did you say somebody's making it out of mayonnaise?
Yeah, they made it ketchup and mayonnaise, and they had a big deal with it. I know. I know.
Ugh, that's nasty. That's just nasty. Why would you want that?
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't either.
If you really
I
hate
would not.
yourself.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, I can only.
All right.
Right?
Yeah, and you're trying to punish yourself?
I mean, well, maybe if I'm in trouble and I can't get a hold of Juan LaFonta, maybe I have some Heinz ketchup.
I guess
ice cream.
I didn't know what fennel was until I Googled it. But that is, no. I'm not, no.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
No.
It's a weed. It's a root.
It's absolutely a weed.
Apparently
That's
it's
gross.
It's licorice tasting, sort of.
Really?
Mm-hmm. If you're to believe what the Food Network says about it.
Right.
Also, an extreme heat belt reaching as far north as Chicago is taking shape.
Oh, no.
Yeah. A corridor that cuts through the middle of the country and would affect more than 107 million people over the next 30 years, according to new data on the country's heat risk.
So it's a heat belt now.
Heat belt.
Yeah.
Not a,
There you go.
because I thought we were in a heat bubble.
Yeah, we are this summer. Yeah.
There's a bubble and there's a belt.
But the bubble is
Okay.
becoming a belt, I guess.
Okay.
Okay. And I don't know if that belt is going to tighten eventually or what's going to happen with it.
I
You're
thought
going to have to cut new holes
to be
in
honest,
it.
in my life, belts tighten.
Yeah.
We got 30 years. 30 years, they say, right?
The report was, yes, it was released Monday by the nonprofit research group First Street Foundation. They found that within a column of America's heartland, stretching from Texas and Louisiana north to the Great Lakes, residents could experience heat. This is always the case with these people. Could experience heat index temperatures above 125 degrees Fahrenheit by 2053. Bearing in mind now that we've seen all of these predictions from the past, and every one of them are wrong. There's no reason to believe this one isn't going to be wrong as well.
No, and notice that every state that might be affected, could be affected by this heat belt, red states. Hey, red states, we got to get you guys on board. It's going to affect you. No, really, it is.
Right. The heat index represents a temperature feels like to the human body when humidity and air temperatures are combined. It's commonly referred to as the feels like temperature.
Yeah.
Today in Dallas, Texas, the high is supposed to be 80s maximum. We're seeing a whole bunch of different
101
predictions.
today. 101
Oh,
today.
101 today, but tomorrow.
And then the next 9 days, as I look at the 10-day forecast, all in the 80s.
No way.
80s?
All
That
in the
never
80s.
happens here.
No way that's true.
All in the 80s. We're going to get
Wow.
a cold front come through. We got some a chance of precipitation later on.
Those numbers will be revised.
Probably, but just go with it for right now.
But below 90 in the summer, that doesn't happen.
I mean, look, I'm looking at out of the next 9 days, 3 of them are 83.
That is incredible.
I see an 85, 87, 88.
I'm going to be so pissed if I have to chip some ice. I'll tell you that.
Yep.
It'll seem like it. I mean, that's going to seem really pleasant compared to what we've been enduring this summer.
Yeah.
That's going to be great.
So there you go.
Yeah, there you go. Climate change.
Heat
80s in Dallas, Texas for the next 8 days in August. Shut up.
After the
I don't wanna hear
surface
it.
of the sun summer we've had.
Yeah, they got to They got to get these stories out there. Let's go right now. We're about to experience cooler temperatures. They got to see this now while they've been suffering for so long.
And they keep telling us that all of these storms that are happening, like they called it a 1,000-year storm. Where was that one that we just talked about yesterday? It's a 1,000-year storm. But it didn't set any records. Oh, it was in the Death Valley, California area.
Yeah.
It's a 1,000-year storm that didn't set a record? What do you mean?
And they've had huge storms in Vegas, right, too, in the desert. So I mean, Lake Mead should be
being replenished
back in a little bit.
Yeah. Yep. So it's raining in California. It's raining in Nevada. It rained in Texas last week, or was it the week before?
Last week.
And it's supposed to rain again tomorrow.
Yep.
Well,
get this on my little 10-day forecast. You got 5 of the 10. You have at least a 50% chance of rain each day.
Wow.
Nice.
Which we need.
Yeah, we desperately.
Yeah, that'll be good.
It'll help fill up some pools.
Americans less concerned now about climate change might impact them personally and about how their personal choices affect the climate than they were 3 years ago, according to a new poll. They're more concerned.
They're more concerned now?
Yeah.
No,
less concerned.
They're less concerned?
Right?
Oh, Americans are less concerned.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Get out of my face.
Yeah. Wow. The June Associated Press NORC Center for Public Affairs research poll, which was conducted before Congress passed the Inflation Reduction Act on Friday, shows majorities of U.S. adults think the government and corporations have a significant responsibility to address climate change. The new law will invest nearly $375 billion in climate strategies over the next decade.
But overall, people have had enough. I mean, we're paying more for everything. We don't give a crap about your climate change.
No, but check out this poll. They want companies and government to do it. Well, who do you think's going to pay for that? It's going to be you. You should want nobody to be doing anything.
No, it's free when they do it.
Oh, is it? Oh, then I stand down.
What are you
Sorry.
talking about?
I apologize.
35% of U.S. adults say they're extremely or very concerned about the impact of climate change on them personally, down from 44%.
So 44 to 35.
In August of 2019.
Yeah, they're like, it doesn't even bother me anymore. It's not impacting my
Another
life.
third say they're somewhat concerned. Only about half say their actions have an effect on the climate change, compared with 2/3 in 2019. Black and Hispanic Americans, women, and Democrats are especially likely to be strongly concerned. Many climate scientists told the Associated Press that the shifts are concerning but not surprising, given that individuals are feeling overwhelmed by a range of issues.
Right, we got other things to worry about.
Thank you.
And I'll tell you the truth. Americans have never been worried about climate change. They've tried to hammer this and beat this drum for 30 years now.
They have.
And it's at the bottom of every single poll they ever do.
But not from this douche in office right now.
No, I know.
I'm sorry, Mr. President.
Yeah,
No,
really.
sorry,
Respect
I
the
apologize.
office, man.
Yeah.
Come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the President of the United States you're talking about there.
Yeah.
Douche in office.
Yeah, the most votes ever. I can't.
81
take
million.
that guy.
81 million, Jeffy.
Can't take it. Can't.
What is it you can't take? The popularity of this
Yes.
man?
Yes.
Is that what it
jealous.
is?
That's what it is.
You are jealous
I
of
can't
Joe.
Take the popularity
Wow.
of Joseph
Right.
Robinette Biden.
Truth comes out.
Yeah.
Man.
Isn't that the truth? Right there. Right there. Somebody sent us this story from a while back. Venus was once more Earth-like. But here's the thing.
Oh,
no, what?
happened?
happened?
Climate change made it uninhabitable.
Oh,
Yeah.
What have Earthlings done?
We need to be. We do need
We
to care
did.
about climate change
Did we do it?
because we could turn
no.
into Venus.
No, we didn't. I don't know who did it, but it's strange that nobody lives there, right?
Well,
no
now-
one lives there, and there's never been anybody who has lived there.
That we
There's
know of.
never been any industry. There's never been SUV
That we know of.
Yeah.
And yet, climate change killed the planet.
So from your perspective, though, Jeffy, as Jupiter, did you get a better angle as what happened on Venus?
That was a long time ago, man.
Okay. All right. So you don't know. You don't know what happened.
I don't
recall.
recall.
The factories and
At
SUVs?
this time, I don't recall.
You don't? Okay.
Venus currently has a surface temperature of 450 degrees Celsius. Now, is that 45 degrees Fahrenheit or 4 million degrees Fahrenheit? I don't know. There's no way to tell.
There's not.
You can't
See if you can get an actual estimate, a real temperature of what Venus is.
842 degrees Fahrenheit.
840 degrees.
Okay.
That's warm.
That is a little.
That's warm.
That's warm.
And that's what's going to happen with the heat belt if we're not careful, America.
That's right. 840 degrees on Venus today and a low tonight of only 732.
Tomorrow we're going to
sweater
feels
out
like
there.
of 999.
There's a radio show on Venus right now. They're talking about a cold front coming in and knocking it down to 800 degrees, and there's a Jeffy up there saying, "If I have to chip ice."
Yep.
Okay.
An atmosphere that's dominated by carbon dioxide. 96% carbon dioxide with a density 90 times that of Earth's. It's obviously totally uninhabitable, except perhaps in the clouds. Some 60 kilometers. Again, that could be 6,000
Okay, hold
miles.
on. What is it?
Or
Hold
it
on.
could be 6 feet. I don't
Now
know.
I got to type that in
Could
here.
be 6 inches. Nobody knows.
Hang on. So the clouds are
It's going to
actually.
be about 35 miles, 40 miles. 35 miles, I'm going to say.
You're going to go with 35.
I'm going to go with
Final
35.
answer.
Final answer.
37.2. Look
Close.
at you.
It's almost as if you could figure it out.
Up
It's
where
almost
the
like
no,
you
but there's
can't.
no way to know. There's no way to know.
Yeah.
There's another thing we could explain today on Overtime.
Yeah, don't forget 888-900-3393. Get in line in 10 minutes.
Yeah. Up where the recent discovery of phosphine may suggest floating microbial life. That just floats in the clouds.
Wow.
That's
kind of cool.
Yeah.
I mean, even the microbes said it's a little warm down there.
Yeah,
I'm coming
right.
up here, I'm going to fly around for a little while.
But Venus once likely had an Earth-like climate. According to a recent climate modeling, for much of its history, Venus had surface temperatures similar to present-day Earth.
Whoa.
What?
Whoa.
It likely also had oceans, rain, perhaps snow.
Wow.
Maybe continents and plate tectonics.
Yeah, and then again, maybe not.
Right. How would you know that, though? How would you
I think
know
I think
that?
what happened was they paved paradise and
put up a parking
and
lot.
then the next thing you know, the
Right.
temperature's going all to hell,
Right.
literally. And
You know, Venus.
Venus had it going on, and then
It did.
factories were built where trees once
It's
stood.
really something. They might even have had surface life. Less than 1 billion years ago, the climate dramatically changed due to a runaway greenhouse effect.
There it is.
It can be speculated that an intensive period of volcanism pumped enough CO2 into the atmosphere to cause this great climate change event that evaporated the oceans and caused the end of the water cycle.
Water cycle.
Wow.
There you go.
Okay, well then, we got to do something about the volcanic activity.
Was that event caused by SUVs? Was that event, what was it caused by?
A volcano.
Oh.
Or multiple volcanoes. So, there you go.
Could happen here.
It could happen here.
On the
We
heat-
have volcanoes.
and we got a heat belt starting up.
Right.
So, I mean,
The temperatures by 2050 could be 800 degrees or more.
If the Earth
So, get ready
doesn't
for it.
do what the Earth does,
It
we
would
could- we could
already be
dead.
200 degrees hotter
Yeah, we
than
could
it
be
is.
dead.
So, yeah.
so I'm after I said the lyric about the parking lot, I was looking up the lyrics here just to further explore
Joni
it.
Mitchell,
Hey,
classic.
Joni Mitchell,
Farmer, farmer, put
Big
away your
Yellow Taxi.
DDT.
No, but so I'm typing in. I
Classic
didn't
Joni Mitchell.
type in Big Yellow Taxi. I just typed in put up a parking lot, and I want to thank Google for the result that says, "What does it mean to put up a parking lot?" I mean, is that
What?
a question people ask? What does
Oh,
it
yeah.
mean to put up a parking lot?
That's bizarre. Come on, you don't know?
I don't understand
Please.
that algorithm.
It's when you put up a parking lot.
That's what I'm getting at.
So, you put a parking
Who
lot
is
there.
typing that phrase? Hey, what does it mean to put up a parking lot?
What type of parking lot are you
Kind
putting
of
up?
self-explanatory because the next line is Well, the first line, pave paradise.
Put up a parking
Put up a
lot.
parking
No, I
lot.
want Jeffy to sit this one out. He's not playing nice.
Okay.
Jeffy's in a bad mood. Everything okay over there?
It's fine, thank you.
You good?
Yep.
Okay. See, he's not going to
Thank
play.
you. I'm happy.
He's happy.
Happy.
Yeah.
Happy. Everything
Good.
is fine.
Okay, good.
Everything is fine.
Yeah.
Because I've noticed that on the bingo card, there's a square that says, Jeffy defends Joe Biden. You side with Joe. Just who muck and fudges put that square, which is typically, since you're now an acolyte of Joe Biden. But this week, it doesn't seem like you like it.
He was
a bad
turning
week for
me.
this square.
He was turning me
He was turning
about
you?
a month ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was turning me.
And then
he lost me.
This bill getting...
Then he lost me.
Oh, shoot.
Then he lost me.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's
Darn
too
it.
bad.
I don't know if it was, and I don't know if it was when he got COVID.
Well, he's trying to reduce inflation.
I don't know if it was when Jill got COVID.
Are you not appreciative of that?
I don't know if it was when Lloyd Austin got COVID.
Lloyd Austin wears like a beekeeper outfit
He's had
and a
COVID.
mask.
He's had COVID multiple times.
Yes, twice this year alone.
But he's, thank the Lord, these people are all quadruple vaxxed and boosted. And
Yeah, they're all thankful, including the Pfizer CEO that he's had his 4 shots.
Thankful.
Because why? You got it anyway. Why are you thankful you got the shot? It didn't do anything for it. Well, it made it less severe. No,
They
you
got
know what
nothing.
made it less severe?
They got nothing.
Is that it has transitioned to something else now.
Right. And the UK just okayed for the flu Omicron variant vax to start, right? I mean, that's coming up, and we bought a bunch of those. Good luck selling those. Have fun. I don't know who's getting them, but okay. Have fun. Anyway, Joe was he was convincing me, and then
no, not so much.
Not so much.
So we can't put you down for siding
Not
with
so much.
Joe yet.
I looked at a
this week.
list. I don't have it open right now, but I looked at a list of some of the
Hold on, you looked
some
that
of the goodness of this Inflation Reduction Act.
Yeah, and you hold on. While you look that up, can we just, to your point about the thank goodness you took the vaccine, right? I love this meme. She's setting her house alarm. Pfizer alarms. We got burgled 3 times, but thank God we had Pfizer alarm. Would have been much worse.
That's so good.
Yeah. What do you got?
That's really funny.
It's so good.
That's really funny.
So what's in this awesome?
I was just looking
act?
at the taxes that are going to be increased on the tax reform. So you've got $6.5 billion natural gas tax hike. Household energy bills are only going to increase. I mean, mine has.
Yep.
I don't know about yours,
Mine sure
but
has.
I'm happy to see my power bill more than double.
Oh.
I was happy to pay that bill.
So you are siding with Joe.
I was happy. You know what?
You're siding with Joe?
I am
'Cause
siding
you
with
do
Joe 'cause
like your
I was
electricity bill
happy. I
being
wanted. I was so happy to pay the power company more than double
Right. Okay.
what
So
the
we're
normal
already
bill is.
already more than doubled, and it's going to go up even more under this.
Exciting times.
No longer
Thank
a bill.
you.
It is an
Thank you,
act,
Joe Biden.
y'all.
$258 billion corporate income tax hike on American businesses. $124 billion stock tax. I mean, it just goes on and on.
But only if you make
on.
over 400,000, right? Like you're immune if you don't make at least $400,000. I mean, the president said so yesterday when he signed the bill. He is a man of his word.
If you make under that, you will not be.
They're
If you
gonna
make
leave you
under
alone, right?
400,000,
Right,
yeah,
but-
you don't get touched.
Yeah,
by
you're not
this.
going to get touched.
It
The only
won't-
people
you won't
paying
pay a dime.
Yeah, the stuff he's
Not a
going
dime.
through, the stuff he's talking about, these new taxes.
Yep.
That's only if you make 400,000. I give you my word, as a Biden has told us this time and time again.
Yeah, right.
He doesn't even remember what he was doing on that stupid stage yesterday.
He's such a lying sack. He is a lying sack, and it's so aggravating.
And that's when he's lucid.
Wait, I mean, he was great yesterday. Never mind. I was siding with
Oh, yeah,
him.
you're siding.
You
Yeah,
were siding.
You
Yeah, I
like
was
paying
siding
more.
with him,
Yeah.
For the good of the nation.
Speaking
right.
of paying more, I had to. I told you yesterday I had to drain the pool and then refill
Yeah, it's going
the
to start
pool.
raining in the next few days. Though. We're good to go.
Oh no,
it's still filling.
It takes forever.
How many?
It's been 2 days.
What time
it
did you
takes
start?
forever.
This is day number 3.
Seriously, hope for that rain. To
Started
come
at
because it will
1
help.
o'clock on
Sunday?
Monday. So all day Monday. Well, half the day Monday, all day Tuesday, and now it's still going Wednesday as I'm heading to
Have
work.
you called the water company?
I haven't yet, but I'm going to today.
You're gonna
see
have
if
to
I
sell
can get
more
that
of them.
concession.
Some more Kexi cookies or
Yeah, really.
or cow pie cookies.
Kexi.com, please. And call us.